お前はもう死んでいる。
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Trevor Plays here, back again with a new live reaction to My Hero Academia. We are here with chapter 337, titled A Disposable Life. Well, we know what happened in the last chapter. It was finally revealed who the UA traitor was, and it's not Toru Hagakure. That was definitely like a big red herring for a while, and I'm kind of glad now that it's been revealed she's not it. It's great. I do have a feeling it is also not Kaminari as well. I know at the end of the last video I rambled off some of our theoried candidates, but actually now that I think of it, there's more friends of All for One that are possibly within UA, not just Aoyama. So, there's a possibility that there are more. So just leave it at that. And I do highly think that it is not Kaminari at all. Like, in a way, it would be cool, but then in a way, it would also be very, very just I don't know, dumb. I don't know, really. But let's get into this. Can't wait to see what happens. Starting right off, back where we were with Dobby and everybody. Friends to spare, huh? Aren't we screwed if one of your friends gets caught? Not in the least. Say your 100 yen lighter fizzles out. What would you do? When my friends succeed, I rejoice. Should they fail, I think, oh, what a shame. And after that brief disappointment, I move on to the next viable route for my plan. They're less like friends and more like disposable tools. And I say, hip hip hooray for any slight excitement they can inflict. Run away, Yuga. Hold on. Mom, Papa. My being quirkless caused you no small amount of dismay. Both of you came from wealthy, privileged families and never wanted for anything in your own upbringings. And the two of you fretted over my being different from the other children, even more than I did. That's why, hoping against all hope and wishing only for my happiness, they say he can give quirks to others. You dared to believe a dubious rumor. I suffered at the hands of my new quirk, which was a poor fit for my body. While you, Mom and Papa, grappled with your own angst as you raised me. Because you so feared my being different, my own dream sprung from that desire to conform. Yes, at some point I hoped to give back, as you, too, had done so much for me. So, you will be attending UA. They say All Might has been hired to teach at the school, acting in service of others. Inform me when your class is going to be isolated. In pursuit of their happiness, tell me the location of your training camp. Giving of myself for everyone else's sake. Now that Izuku Midoriya has returned to UA, lure him somewhere alone. That note you left. When I learned that, like me, you were born quirkless, I I fell into utter despair. Quit it, Aoyama. Navel. One for all. Laser. Huh? My body lets me refract your light. We couldn't. We could have been killed time after time. And now all of Japan is like totally messed up. What was going through your head this whole time in school with us? We finally get to see Toru's face. We finally get to see Toru's face. It's cool. I love it. I love it. Nice. Living in the dorms with us, even. Well, say something, Aoyama. You have it wrong. Our dear Yuga only ever... Black Whip. Listen, Aoyama. Hagakure. Just did you a favor. She doesn't want you hurting anyone else, okay? So come on. Enough. Let's stop this. Just let this be over. I got the gist. He gave the boy a quirk and took control of the family. Oh, we got Tsukauchi. He looks cool now with like pretty much this. He looks cool with this. Nice. The quirk was granted about a decade ago. The fact that the kid's sitting here in one piece tells us that he's not rigged to blow in case of betrayal the way Nagant was. May I ask you, children, to leave the room? No, you may not. Let's go, Shoto. No, you may not. This makes no freaking sense, says Kaminari. Yeah, see, there's no way it's Kaminari. With that right there. That just proves it's not him. What were you planning if Hagakure hadn't caught you? Come on, Aoyama. Tell us. It's all bullcrap, dude. Another one of us who started out quirkless. Small world, huh? Sadly, we're still struggling to restore law and order. So you need to tell us every last thing you know about All for One. We know nothing. He makes his requests and we obey, that's all. Should we fail, he'll kill us. If we lie to him, we're dead. Kill you? How? He gave us a demonstration of what happens to those who defy him. It was some lackey who surrendered to the police. They were killed soon after leaving prison, so they couldn't escape him. Wherever we run, he'll find us and make us face our doom. Yuga had no way of knowing what would happen. Each time he followed those orders, he only knew that he mustn't fall under suspicion. We're the ones to blame. What was going through your head this whole time in school with us? Your deaths could very well have been on my head, and yet I found myself smiling alongside you all, as if we were truly friends. Then we learned Midoriya was also once quirkless, yet he faces the crushing task that is standing up to All for One. I despaired when I realized how pathetic I am compared to him. Rather than express concern for Midoriya, I wallowed in my own misery, which sent me spiraling even deeper. To the core, I'm rotten. Or I'm rotten to the core, whichever way you want to read that. I think it's I'm rotten to the core. I, Yuga Aoyama, am a villain through and through. Oh yeah? Then why did you try to save Ka-chan and Tokoyami back in the forest? and the cheese you left me that night. Did All for One order you to do that? Too? Huh? Of course not. I'm kicking myself for not realizing that that was your SOS to me. And the reason you are bawling your eyes out now clearly isn't because you failed All for One. I know, or I happen to know a hero who got manipulated by him, but even she couldn't sell her whole soul. Her spirit was crushed. That's all. Midoriya, kid! If I had known, maybe things would have worked out differently. Doing wrong doesn't make you a villain for the rest of your life. Take my hand, Aoyama. And then Bakugo sees, if nothing else, we can choose how to enter this fight. Deku, I get it now. You can still be a hero. To be continued. Yeah, so, oof, this is something here. This is insane. Okay. So yeah, we learn more. We learn more. We finally get to see Toru's face. It's been 337 chapters, and we finally get to see some semblance of her, which is great. Love it. And then yeah, we get to see the confrontation of Aoyama being caught and restrained, and so is his family. And then everybody is shocked, except, I notice we're missing a few people, but that just might be because of paneling things that they might be there, but we do not see them because we see a decent amount of people. So, yeah. I'm just saying. I'm putting that out there. It might just be a panel thing. Couldn't fit everybody on there, but they're probably there. So, there's that. But take that as you will. But then also, we get the whole thing of Deku declaring that Aoyama can still be a hero because he has seen somebody who has been manipulated by All for One, like Lady Nagant, or not Nagant, or however you want to say your name, and how she was brutally injured after failing All for One. But it doesn't seem the case for Aoyama and his family. So, and then we get Bakugo realizing we get to choose how we enter this fight. So, we shall see what happens in the next chapter here. What happens next? Again, I was thinking that eventually, whoever the traitor was, I really didn't think that it was going to be that big of a deal, but it would still be a big deal because, they've been playing this role for over a year. So, it's just finally glad seeing this being revealed and all this other stuff. Like, it's great. I love it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this live reaction. I really enjoyed this chapter. It's great. Just the small little things. Like, we finally get to see Toru's face. Or some semblance of it. Because, she's always been invisible this entire time. But now we know what she looks like. So, that's cool. And just all the other underlying plots going on. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Leave some comments down below on what you guys thought. And if you're new to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe and notification bell. And I'll see you guys